Hi there. Again, you must be thinking that I have brought you some list of vocabulary words that is going to add to your knowledge. No doubt. I have, but this time it's going to give you a three-way benefit. How? It's going to add to your vocabulary. You are going to learn the correct pronunciation of these words, and not only that, these 20 words you are going to learn the spelling mistake that you make. Yes, now most of us think that these are very common words and we never make mistake. But when you'll come to know, you will realize that you have been using maybe these words in writing wrongly. Yes, I have seen many students, many educators, teachers also making these common spelling mistakes. And besides these 20 incredibly common mistakes, we are going to discuss few mistakes that the students and the teachers and educators, parents and even officers at higher positions commonly make, and maybe they don't know about it. So let's talk about it. Let's take the first spelling. First is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Now, that tomorrow means obviously the next day, and the common spelling, if you can see here, it's written T-O-M-M-O-R-R-O-W. Yes, is that the spelling? That is what we know, and that is what the confusion is. But actually, the spelling of tomorrow has only a single M. Yes, just one M and double R. That is the first spelling error. Tomorrow, that is a common spelling mistake I've seen, especially the beginners and the intermediate learners also sometimes. Parents also make the mistake like this, but there's no age of learning. So let's learn now. Let's come to the next word. Accommodate. Accommodate. Accommodate, give place to. Accommodate. Yes, we have got an accommodation, a place to live. Accommodation. Accommodate. A-C-C-O-M-O-D-A-T-E is a common spelling that we know. But the actual spelling is A-C-C-O-M-M. Accommodate. That's the correct spelling. Next word, truly. Yes, truly. Because truly is taken from the word true, so we make this mistake of writing true, T-R-U-E, full, before adding L-Y. But actually, truly does not have this word E. So it is T-R-U-L-Y, truly, truly, yes. Next is separate. Separate. The pronunciation is separate. Separate. Yes. And the spelling, let's talk about. Separate obviously means to separate, to divide in parts, or to move it away from the original part. Separate, break. Separate. The spelling is S-E-P-E-R-A-T-E that we commonly write. The actual spelling is S-E-P-A. Yes, separate. Separate. So a or a is the word that we commonly miss, and because we say separate, so we write E by mistake. Now next time you have to be careful. Next is Alot. If you have many toys, if you have many phones, if you have many books, you can say I have a lot of books. You don't say a lot. A lot, if you say together or write, that is not considered as a standard form of writing or using. Okay, so be careful next time. A lot is not the correct way. A and lot should be used separately, right? Carribean. 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 Here, the common mistake that we do is we write that Caribbean. That means we mistake double R and single B. Instead, it is single R and double B. Caribbean. Caribbean. It's not Caribbean, it's Caribbean. Yes, so you have to be careful next time. Let's come to the next word. Definitely. We say definitely, and that is why we add this A here. D-E-F-I-N-A-T-E-L-Y. Definitely. No, it is not definitely. It is definitely. 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 Yes, definitely. And that's why there is no A here, that is I. Definitely. Like you said, definite. So definitely, not definitely. Definitely. And that's the error that you make in definitely. Okay. So I hope that you're going to definitely bring changes in your common spelling mistakes. Next is restaurant. Yes, the pronunciation is restaurant. Restaurant. Right? And the common error that we make is this. R-E-S-T-A-U-R-E-N-T, because we say restaurant or we say restaurant. We focus on this when we pronounce restaurant. It's not restaurant, it's restaurant. It's restaurant, and this is not E, the spelling is A. Restaurant. This is not pronounced. It is in the spelling, but it is not pronounced. So it is restaurant with an A. Restaurant. Next time, remember, whenever you're going to a restaurant, that you definitely make changes. Okay. So next is misspelling. How many words are you misspelling? Misspelling. Yes. So it requires a double S that you always miss. Yes. So now do not miss the spelling of any word. Misspell. Okay. Next is necessary. The pronunciation is necessary. Yes. And necessary. There is so much of sound here. That's why we feel the need of putting double C and double S. But it is actually single C. Necessary. 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 That's all. Yes, important, really important, necessary. Now, the next very common way, one cause that is leading to all these common spelling mistakes, incredibly common mistakes, is the way we say. Maybe because of our regional bent, maybe because of our mother tongue, maybe because of the way we are groomed up, we make some mistakes in the pronunciation part. Since we are pronouncing the word wrong, we feel that the same sound would occur in the writing part also. But things are very different in spoken English and written English, and that you have to be very careful of. So whenever you are listening to something, do not think that the same sound must be in the spelling. You have to be very sure when you are putting any English word in your writing skill. If you are not sure of the spelling, especially the students and the teachers, if you are not sure of the spellings, then you are going to have students a lot of marks deduction. Okay, right. Now next is pronunciation. Pronunciation. It's not pronunciation, it's not pronunciation, it is pronunciation. There is no O required. Pronunciation, as the word goes. Pronunciation. That's simple. Yes, sound of any word. Publicly. Another common mistake. Yes. Publicly. And we take this end part as A-L-L-Y. Instead, it is public and L-Y. Yes. This extra A-L that we insert in between, that is wrong. So it is public and L-Y. It's publicly. Publicly. Yes. Publicly. To all the public. To the audience. To the public. Publicly. I declared publicly. Yes. To the public. So that's clear. Let's move to the other words. Alright. Now you have written, heard these words seen this word many times, even by the senior officers also. But let me tell you that ALL, all right, is the acceptable form of writing or speaking all right, and a single L, all right, is considered as non-standard, substandard way of writing or using the word. So obviously nobody wants to use a substandard word. Instead, use what is more acceptable in English grammar, and that is double L. ALLRIGHT, all right. ALL, all right. So next time you want to use the word all right in your writing skills, anywhere in your emails, you know that you have to use ALL if you don't want to sound substandard. Okay. Now, next word is maintenance. Maintenance. Yes. Maintenance. 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 Again, British and American accent, but both are acceptable. But we use a third sound, that is maintenance. And when we say maintenance, we use the whole word maintain and then add an "ans" to it. That is absolutely wrong. Yes, the correct spelling of maintenance, that means to keep it in the same position, in the same condition, is maintenance. Yes, AI is replaced by E. Maintenance. Maintenance. Not maintenance, but maintenance. Yes. Next is receive. Now the common mistake that we make with receive, many of us receive, believe, is IE and EI. That is something you need to remember. It is not IE but EI. When you talk about receive, that you have received, someone has given you something, you received it. That is EI, RECEIVE, receive, right? Next is 40. 40, yes, 40. And what mistake we make here is written. Yes, we assume 40 spelling to be FOURTY because we go by the same word for and T, simple 40. No, not simple. Because when you are writing 40, this U is not in the spelling. So you have to be very careful. You can write FOURTEN as 14. But 40 is not having U. That is having FORTY, 40. And you know, 40. So I don't have to explain you the meaning. Next is privilege. Privilege. I have written the correct spelling. Yes, but what mistake we make is we put a D always in between. Many times, many people I've seen using privilege like a bridge. We are adding DGE, but that is the common mistake, and next time definitely avoid it. Okay, definitely avoid all the misspellings. Right. So it is PRIVILEGE, privilege. Yes, the preferred action that is given, that is privilege, and it does not have a D. Remember that. Next is embarrass. Embarrass. Yes, it is not embarrass. It's embarrass. Do not embarrass anyone. Yes, make them feel insulted. Do not insult anyone. That's embarrass. Now embarrass, let's come to the spelling. Embarrass. Yes, because we do not focus or emphasize on R, so we think that there is a single R and a double S. Embarrass. Yes, pronunciation mostly is correct, but when we talk about the spelling, it has double R and double S. Embarrass. Double R and double S. Embarrass. Remember. Next is millennium. Millennium. Yes, again, not stressing on L does not mean that there is a single L. Instead, there are two L and there are two N. Millennium. Millennium. Yes, millennium. That is double N and double N. Next is license. Do you all have the license? Yes. Is it the correct spelling? Yes. Because we most commonly use that, but no. The correct spelling is license. This is what it is. License. License. When you have legal permission of anything, license. Yes, it is license, not license. Right. So next is, and the last one is surprise. Surprise. Because our surprise we are not saying, so we miss out the R, but actually it is in the spelling. So do not miss next time, surprise. Now I hope these 20 words were relevant for you. Besides these 20 words, there are other words also which are very commonly made mistake of by the students and by some educators also. If we talk about students, they often make a mistake with the spelling of grammar. G-R-A-M-M-E-R. Instead, it is G-R-A-M-M-A-R, grammar. And next, the students make mistake with writing. W-R-I-T-T-I-N-G, whereas it is single T-I-N-G, writing. Yes? Similar other spellings, if you know, you can write to me in the comments box. Other common spelling mistakes that you know. If you have learned anything from today's lesson, then please let me know. Give me your feedback in the comments box. Do not forget to subscribe to Vocavita English, and I'll be bringing you more informative videos next week. Yes? So till then, keep learning.